Hello everyone and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. I got a request from one of my viewers. Thank you so much, Jules DeCali, for your recommendation of looking into the Sara Ebersole case from Florida. On March 3rd, 2023, Sara went missing and stopped responding to her family, her sister. And now, over 2 years later, there's still no updates. There's kind of just been nothing since. I'd never heard of the case, so I've looked up the basics, but I would kind of rather read blind just to see what comes up. But I know what I need to know, and let's see what the cards want to show today. So, please, Spirit, can we please tap into the energy of Sara Ebersole from Florida? She's been missing 2 years, and please can we get some information that may help her case? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the dictionary, and we're going to see what information the dictionary has for us. Spirits, angels, ancestors, can we please tune in to the energy, the current energy of Sara Ebersole? Can we get some information, tips, info about where she is or what happened? Okay, I feel pulled to look on this side. A stooge? Someone could be a stooge. A stool. Someone stopped something. Story. Yeah, so this could have been in a big building with numerous floors, but yeah, there's a story that has been told, okay? Pull out all the stops. So someone pulled out all the stops, okay? Someone's very stoic, rigid and calm, and, you know, even if they are panicked, they don't show it, okay? Stole. Someone stole something. Stocking, filler. Christmas could be significant. Stump, stones, stomach. I feel like maybe battery. I feel like maybe she was punched in the stomach by someone. There was some sort of strain. Strapped. Straggle. To be apart from the main group. Okay. I feel like she was taken away from a group of people. Strangle. Strain. Ancestry. I do feel like her family are going to be very significant in her case, because if anyone is going to find something, it's the people who care about her most. And the most frustrating thing to me about these cases is it just seems like the police are doing absolute fuck all. And I seen 333. Street. Okay. Stray. Strawberries could be significant. Stratum, social division, class. Okay, it's something about being divided from the main group. Any device for altering pitch of no. Okay. Throw stones at. So there's something about stones and stonemason. Which is making me also think of Freemasons. So maybe someone has connections with the police, with the Freemasons, and, you know, that would explain why they do so little, right? Can we get one more? Please, any info or tips for Sara's whereabouts, for the viewers, for her family, if they're watching, please, Spirit. This is the same page. So yeah, I feel like it's just like the same story, the same page over and over again, but there's more to it, okay? Testament. So someone may testify at some point. Testicles. Someone could have an issue with their testicles. Okay. Someone's finding God. Theater. It's just giving me the story thing again, baby. I do feel like her baby daddy, what was his name? Joseph, because I did want to ask the cards directly about him, but I do feel like this is something to do with Joseph. Yeah, the baby daddy. A car, testy, having left a valid will. I don't feel like she had a will, and this could be an issue in one way or the other. People are making theories. Therapist. Maybe there was something she told a therapist, a friend. Thermal. She could be found with the thermal heat systems that the police can use. But obviously maybe they only use these ones early on. This is 2 years later. But something about heat anyway. Something is rising, okay? Thespian, acting, and actor. And I'm seeing theatre things. Also thatch with reeds, straw. I'm hearing a song by Radiohead. It's a beautiful song, but it's very sad. It's called All I Need. I feel like that could be significant. Someone's irritable. Tetanus, lockjaw. Someone's irritable and bad-tempered. There we go. Tete-a-tete, or teet-a-teet. I don't know how to pronounce that. Private talk, meeting, and confidential. And I feel like someone lured her for a private talk, possibly the ex. And then she was tethered. And yeah, I'm not sure. Afterwards, someone's testosterone was going wild. Something about tax evasion or something. Documents. Thereabouts. Criticizing. There you go. Oh, okay, wait. There, used to comfort a child. I feel like her child was kind of used as a guise to lure her, maybe like info about her child or something. From that place for that reason, tense. So there was a reason she was moved from that one place. Okay. So, yeah, there's theories, but, you know, it's still just that. Without any evidence. Okay, so I didn't mean to spend this long in the dictionary, but I do hope the dictionary has given us something, as, you know, there's not really much info out there. And it would be great to get her name out there. She's been missing 2 years, so hopefully she will be found in the near future. We're going to ask the cards. I'm going to get into the tarot, the true emotions, the tea, but first I want to just get a 3-card synopsis about what happened to Sara. So let's ask the mermaid cards first about the general energy of what happened to Sara. Spirit, angels, ancestors, what happened to Sara Ebersole that night? I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing anything wrong. Receptivity. Yeah. Someone lured her with the guise of a gift. Someone had something to give her. And I feel like she was receptive to this. And, you know, it's a give and take thing. She could have wanted to give something to someone else. But yeah, it's like a little birdie told her that someone had something to give her, something to say to her. The talk, tete or whatever it was. But yeah, she was receptive to this talk, to this gift, whatever it was. And do we have background energy? Yeah, falling in love. So I do feel like it was someone she was in love with, possibly her ex. who wanted to give her something or talk to her. What happened to Sara Ebersole? Whoa! And these want to fall, but the snake is here. And so is the bear. And the bear is making me think of Mama Bear. Someone envied her and someone wasn't content. Yeah, because we've got the ring and the tower. So a relationship collapsed and there were strong words of envy. There was negativity. Yeah, but look, someone had a gift to give her, but it was a guise. It was to lure her. Someone was cunning and someone wanted to seduce her by, tricking her. Yeah. Background energy, we have the ship, travel, a journey, finances, navigation. Yeah, so I do feel like it was something to do with money. So yeah, like maybe someone wanted to bring her somewhere. So this could be literally a vehicle in one way or the other, and this snake could be the person who wanted to give her the gifts. Okay, and look, we've got the child here. How did we move that? But yeah, Mama Bear just wants to see her child. But there was a snake in her garden. Yeah, let me see. Let's ask the Kipper. What happened to Sara Ebersole that night? Please and thank you, Spirit. What happened? Toil and labour. Okay, so that's interesting because in the article I read, it said she was working. Sara was a dancer. So this was after work, all of this happened. But maybe something to do at work. Maybe she was promised a promotion, extra money. This could have been at work, like this luring started. It may not have been an instant thing. Maybe she was being watched at work. And once someone knew what it was that she liked, what would reel her in, I feel like they started using that. Yeah. So, yeah. And someone's working hard to keep quiet. Background energy. Coffin. Okay. So, yeah, coffin and courthouse. Someone wants to kill a court case, high honor, and official person. So, yeah, like I said, maybe this has not gone to court yet. Because there's no evidence, but I do feel like someone has friends in high places, as what's his name, Garth Brooks would say. And look at this gift. Yeah, so someone was offering her a gift, but this was a lure in disguise. And look, everything is just falling, but thank you, Spirit, for working with us here today. Thief. Yeah, so someone stole something. Yeah, and we did pick that up in the dictionary too. So something about a thief is significant. Someone could have stolen from her at work, and then someone could have said to her, hey, we've got something belonging to you. But yeah, I feel like she was being spied on when she was not noticing this. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. Hopefully Spirit can give us more info on, who's, covering up this case, if there is some sort of cover-up happening. So let's see. I'm going to ask who with these cards, and then we're going to see what and why with these in the oracles. This is the who. Who did this? Who lured Sara Ebersole on March 3rd, 2023? Please and thank you, Spirit. Wise counselor. Yeah, the Hierophant. Yeah, her ex, the snake, someone she used to be married to, in a relationship with. Yeah, someone who her heart belonged to. And someone who had something close to her heart. So if this ex had custody of her child, I feel like that is reason enough to keep contact, keep the communication. But he was holding that over her head, you know, dangling this in front of her, okay? So, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Someone she's got a child with, her ex-husband. Can we get more? Who did this to Sara? Please and thank you. The Moon. Someone could have 2 dogs, but yeah. It's like 2 towers. Instead of being together now, they are separate entities. Yeah, like fighting dogs. They could have been arguing like cat and dog on this night or in general. But the Moon reveals lies. But someone's intuition is on the ball. Someone knows, but they don't have the proof. So yeah, who lured her is her ex-husband, who she's got a child with. Maybe under the guise that if she did what he wants, she would get what she wants, which of course is her child. Yeah. But for some reason or the other, this was a trick. She was deceived with the Moon. And this is at night time. We also have the 10 of Wands, overworked, stressed, imbalanced, and look, money on the table. So yeah, money was the gift. I feel like she was very stressed. She had her head down. She felt not good enough. And someone was taking advantage of her emotions and emotionally manipulating her. Yeah, and I didn't mean to push that. I do feel like this guy punched her. I don't know if there was domestic violence in the relationship, but I feel like he could see that she was at her wit's end, and he realized that this was the right time to take what he wanted. So maybe he wanted her to give something, but she didn't, so he ended up taking it. Okay, let's get more tarot on the table. We're gonna ask why this happened, and then we'll go into the emotions behind this night in question. So, Spirit, why did this all happen? Why did this all happen, Spirit? Please and thank you. Okay, 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay, home, rest, milestones. Okay, it was planned. This is the proper planning card. Why did this all happen, Spirit? The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, a deceitful, tyrannical, unpredictable snake. Who's usually disorganized, but this plan was organized ahead of time, in advance. Why? Why did this happen, Spirit? This one's kind of creeping out, popping out. Someone was creeping. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Delays, misunderstandings. Someone who she used to be very passionate about, very attracted to, but it's all flipped the other way. Instead of making magic together, they're cursing each other. Yeah. This person literally could have cursed her name, and maybe still is. We also have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is very on the nose. We appreciate this, Spirit. This is someone she has a broken family with. Someone who planned to make this all happen because they're unhappy that she didn't want to make magic with him. She was turned off by him. She had the ick. I see 1919. I do feel like 19 is significant somehow. But yeah, so I'm seeing beauty here. I'm just getting that feeling like if I can't have you, nobody can. Yeah, it's possession over love. Yeah, because sometimes if we really love something or someone, we have to let them go, as they say. So 4 of Pentacles in reverse, greed, materialism, lack of originality, possessiveness. What did I just say? And obstacles. Yeah, so he viewed her as an obstacle. He wanted to possess her. So if he couldn't have her, no one could. And background energy, the 5 of Pentacles, the Lost card. Yeah. Lack of resources. So someone was dangling the carrot in front of her, the money. Someone put the money on the table, the money in her hand. Someone was exploiting her pain and her grief. This is crying over spilt milk. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put these on the table because I'm not liking the looks of this, to be honest. We also have another Knight of Cups in reverse. This is just a clarification that someone who used to be her knight in shining armor turned into her enemy, the one who's putting the curses on her. He's unreliable, fickle, a liar, moody, manipulative, sensual though. Like he could have been trying to like get back with her in a romantic sense. And I feel like if she rejected someone, she rejected someone and someone put their hands on her. This could have been in the stomach, because we did see the stomach in the dictionary, or this could be referring to the fact that she is a mother and she has a child. So, okay, we're going to get the oracles, but I do just quickly want to ask this question in case anyone is unsure as to what these cards are saying. I'm just going to bluntly ask, is Sara Ebersole still alive? Politics? Yeah. Someone has connections, friends in high places. Is Sara Ebersole still alive? These are just, I think that's far too many, but look, we'll see what came. Moment to moment in reverse, integration, aloneness, understanding in reverse. Someone didn't understand her, control, and the Lovers. Yeah, an egotistical maniac. Literally, if he couldn't have her, no one could. This is the Emperor and the Lover in reverse. The Lover, the Lovers. Whoa, plural. So yeah, that was someone's politics, their theology. If I can't have you, nobody can have you. If I can't be in control, well, I'm about to lose control. So someone could have lost control on her. Exploited the fact that she was feeling alone. She wasn't understood. But with these two here, I don't know. I feel like this is a no. I don't know, but let me directly ask. Spirit, yes or no? Give me one card. Is Sara Ebersole still alive? Please and thank you. Consciousness. Okay, well that's kind of good. Guidance. Does she need guidance? Is she somewhere where she needs guidance? Yeah. But that's like angel wings. Is she alive? Is she alive? Please and thank you, Spirit. Healing. Hands. Something about hands. Someone put their hands on her face and her stomach. I did pick up something about her stomach. Someone put their hands on her stomach and someone put their hands on her face, like pushing her face, suffocating her. Someone has healing hands. But not whoever got their hands on her. I feel like she was very spiritual, very healing. She was the sort of energy that liked to live in the moment, and someone wanted to take that joy from her because she is such a vibrant soul. We do have courage. I feel like something will be coming up. Something will be growing from somewhere. So even though it seems like there's no movement, the slightest little movement will come. And this is two flowers. It's like a big flower and a little flower. So I feel like no matter where Sara is right now, in spirit, she's coming through protecting and guiding her child. And I feel like whoever who has her child, you know, she wants it to be someone who she trusted. So yeah, a lot to do with trust. Yeah, and she knows her child has a lot of healing to do. Maybe because of someone's hands. Maybe she was afraid of her child going through what she went through. Okay. Yes or no? Let's get one more card. The same one. Because Spirit doesn't always answer directly. We kind of have to read between the lines sometimes. Yeah. And this is experiencing. This is like the Three of Wands. It's like a family tree. Right, okay, let me see. Let's get into the oracles. We'll see what they will tell us. So, background energy, GPS. So yeah, someone was stalking her, someone was creeping and following her is what I'm getting. Even in work. I feel like she was being spied on in work. This wants to come. Okay, so we're going to ask Spirit, what exactly happened on the night Sara Ebersole went missing? Please and thank you. What exactly happened to Sara Ebersole bumping heads? Yeah, she had an argument with someone. What exactly happened that night, Spirit, to Sara Ebersole? Please and thank you. Love message. Yeah. An ex-lover, but I do feel like she may have had, she was a very beautiful girl, so I do feel like she had a lot of attention, but she was kind of wise enough to see that these people just wanted to control her, and someone hated to see her being a free, vibrant, independent spirit. Spiritual gifts. Whoa. Praying. Yeah. So maybe she was getting finding God or like praying a lot, praying for a situation, but she was very, very gifted, very spiritual, and I do feel like she's coming through for her family, because yeah, it's like these two go hand in hand, even though the Bible may say, oh no, they don't, you got spiritual gifts, you're going to hell. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. The way I see it, the two go hand in hand, and they're going to help. Pray, but don't stop digging, is basically what she's saying. Pray, trust in God, but hey, you know, God ain't going to just find things and drop them in our laps. We have to find something, but God will make something grow, like a flower or something, and this will help break the case in one way or the other, is what I'm picking up. Love message. Yeah, so I do feel like it was someone who she loved. Yeah, confirmation, divine masculine. Yeah, like the king of her heart. Shady. He's shady, he wears a mask. Yeah, but like I said, something growing. You know, I'm thinking of Tupac and his poetry book, The Rose That Grew Through Concrete. Something like that. She may have been in a concrete situation. Concrete could be significant. But she still grew and flourished no matter what she had to deal with, no matter what the environment. Yeah. Hands, heads. Yeah, so someone did put their hands on her because they had an argument, but she was lured under the guise of love. But someone actually wanted to take something from her. More than she would give, kind of a thing. Whoa, and this flipped. What was this? We have, whoa, mirroring. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Firestorm, karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. Yeah. I feel like she was trying to get right with herself, and she was really doing well, but it's like someone kept coming back to take and rub it in and remind her that you know, you can't control your life, because if I don't control you, nobody can. If I can't have you, nobody can. Okay, so can we get one more? What happened that night? Where is Sara Ebersole now? Please and thank you, Spirit. Where is Sara now? Pop the question. This is her ex. This is what I'm picking up. They were married, I think. So yeah, this is husband, not happy. Her husband was not happy. And there was a big argument. They bumped heads. They were mirroring each other. And like, he was spying on her. And there was a big argument. And it ended in some sort of mental breakdown or some sort of loss. Yeah, on, off, hot and cold, detached. They could have been very on and off. But it's too late now. He made her go ghost, and he may have threatened this before. He made good on his threats because she was trying to get good with God, get good with herself. She was independent. She was living her life. So, yeah. Anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Living in the moment and left you hanging. So this person hated being ignored, and she was living in the moment, and someone wanted to take her down a peg or two. This is disgusting. Someone was not happy that she was living her best life. Someone who said, I love you. Someone who put a ring on it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the tea. So my friend was just trying to ring me there a second ago. So a friend could be significant. A friend maybe was trying to call her. Maybe a friend has information. And this is one of my best friends from school. So maybe a friend from school could be significant. Boss daddy, background energy. So yeah, this is daddy. A bad daddy. Put it that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and look, here he comes. He's out on the table. Okay, someone could own a business, but even if he doesn't, he knows the right people in the right places. So what's the tea about the Sara Ebersole case? Please and thank you. Rejected. Yeah. She rejected boss daddy, and he thought, well, oh, so I'm not the boss. I'm not the love of your life anymore. I'm not in control. You rejected me? Well, let me show you what I'm going to do about that. He wanted to teach her a lesson. He held a grudge for a long time. Too busy winning. He wanted to win these mind games, running and uninterested. Yeah. So she walked away, and he made sure she came to him in his own terms. He wanted to win this game, and he thought she was winning without him, and he couldn't let that happen. Yeah, and look, wants to creep out. Your light irritates their demons. Yeah, so her light was really irritating him, and this person is someone who fake flexes and tries to make out that they're all that in a bag of chips when they're really not. And even in statement analysis, one of the rules is, you know, the people who have to tell you how great they are, that's usually not the case. They've usually got the most to hide, the ones that brag the most. So yeah, this guy has a lot to hide, a lot of dark secrets. Yeah. He's got a lot of demonic energy in him, so I'm kind of getting incubus, succubus kind of energy. Yeah. Ignoring. So someone's just ignoring the situation right now, the police. And I feel like Sara was ignoring him, and he was not happy about that. Yeah. She was played out. She didn't want to play these games anymore, so he had to win once and for all. Because this grudge he was holding, he wanted this grudge. He wanted to have a hold over her. So maybe she told him literally, I'm done. I'm not playing this game anymore. And he felt like that was his control completely gone. So he had to assert his power, dominance, control in one way or the other. Okay, so any more tea about this case, please and thank you, Spirit. Any more tea? We've got 2. Travel, played out. The same ones just keep coming out from the back. So yeah, inside scoop. A closer look, nosy, up in your business. He was spying on her even when she traveled. He was like chasing her. He was still chasing her. Romantic love affair. Secret lover. So other lovers could have come into it, and I feel like he held it against her if she wanted to be with others rather than him. And this was basically the reason for it. Yeah, he was a stalker. Yeah. But he just reflected and projected everything because this guy has dark secrets. So we'll go back to the dictionary and we will ask, what can we next expect in this case? What is going to break the Sara Ebersole case? Please and thank you, Spirit. What is going to break this case for Sara? Lady. A lady could be significant. A ladder. Someone knew the right people. They know how to get up the ladder, okay? Labyrinth. Lace could be significant. Okay. A lackey. Someone is a follower. Yeah. Laconic. A brief using a few words. Ally. Allies who don't say much. They're the best kind. A lad. Empty space. A cavity in the bone or tissue. Okay. Lamb. Lagoon. Shallow salt water. Okay, someone was lagging behind, so I feel like he was tracking her in his car. Someone could be lame or have issues with their legs. Okay. Lampoon. Venomous, abusive, personal satire. Yeah, I feel like this snake, this ex, venomous and abusive, and he was very sarcastic. But they do say when it comes to humor, sarcasm is just, the bottom of the barrel, especially when it's at other people's expense. Lack. He had a deficiency and he wanted to make her feel like she lacked because he knew that, she didn't want him back. So he had to make her feel like she was the one that lacked. Labor. So something about work. A party was significant. Saving money. Lab. Something could be tested in a lab. So I feel like what will break the case is something in a lab. Some sort of evidence. Okay. Sound made by lips. Labial. Label. Okay. Politics. Yeah. I feel like he wanted to be intimate with her, and if she rejected him, I feel like he could have forced her into that. And I'm so sorry to say that, but this could be significant because maybe this could be proved in a lab if she was found. So we want to know where she is though. But look, victory. He feels like he won the battle. He won the games. A landfill. A landlady or landlord could be significant. She could be close to a landmark or a lane, a locked property. Gentry. A field. Lambs to be in fields. A lake. Give me one more. Somewhere that's popular. There could be poplar trees close by. Okay. Poor. Yeah, he knew that she needed money, but it's like he shamed her for any kind of money. Pornography, I feel like this guy has dark secrets. He doesn't just watch that, he watches the worst. Kind of that is what I'm picking up, and straight away I picked that up. The minute I started talking about him, my pores could just take in that negative energy. A porch. Populist declaring support for interests of ordinary people. Yeah, he's got high friends in high places. Yeah, porridge, the three little bears, something was not right. And yeah, he wanted to get rid of the problem. A porter. Heavy grating in Castle Gateway. A gateway could be significant. Portable. A port. The water. Pose. She could have been posed, positioned. Positive. Possess. Someone literally is controlled by an evil spirit. This guy is a domineering demon. Okay. Something could come in the post. A postcard. Something about a mistress. I did read in the article that this guy was sent to pick her up, or I don't know whether she was his friend already or they just made friends. But the guy she was last seen with, who was last questioned about her, he was driving his girlfriend's vehicle. So someone could have been, or fiance, whatever, but someone could have been a mistress in one way or the other. Okay? So, pretend, foretell, an omen of evil. Yeah, this guy is pompous. Yeah. Someone's very spiritually gifted. She was discriminated against. Yeah, so I feel like spiritually she wants to protect her family. She wants to give them a gift, the gift of giving, the gift of information is what she wants to give them. A woman, a lady, ill, could be ill, will be significant in the case. So, right. Let's quickly ask before we go, what is the resolution for this case? Because, you know, when I'm making these videos, I'm trying to imagine, you know, if I'm watching a video and let's say it's one of my family members, it's like there'd be no holds barred. We want to find all the information. Imagine not knowing where someone you love most is. That is the ultimate definition of a nightmare. So, what can we expect next with this case? What is going to be the solution, the outcome of this case for Sara? The Ace of Wands. So yeah, something creative is going to happen. The Ten of Cups in the right way. So yeah, this came out reversed in regards to her ex. But I feel like her family are going to get creative and find a way to get her justice. But they're going to have to be creative about it because it's not typical. Two of Cups fulfillment. Yeah, they're going to get a creative way to get some info on her ex. Page of Pentacles, loyalty. Yeah, because I feel like she is so loyal. And it's like this guy wasn't, but he wanted to project it onto her that she was the problem. So, yeah, I feel like someone's loyally still looking into her case. And it's going to be solved in a creative way. One more card. What's going to solve this case? We've got two. Justice. Yeah. Justice will be served. The Sword of Truth. Yeah. We've got the Magic Wand and the Sword of Truth. And we have the Hanged Man in reverse. So someone is not surrendering to justice. But I feel like someone is going to get enough rope to hang themselves with, and you know, yeah, they won't be able to get back down again. So something is upside down, inverted, but when it comes the right way, something will grow, information will sprout out, and this once this sort of truth is revealed, justice will be served. But there's some sort of hidden information because someone is not surrendering the truth. Someone's got information they're not sharing and they're not showing. 4 of Pentacles, copiousness. So yeah, someone is too much. Someone did a bit too much. So something is going to get someone caught. But for now, they're not surrendering the information, the devices, the vehicles, whatever it is that holds this information. That holds a lot of it. But it hasn't been surrendered yet or seen to. So yeah, maybe someone's going to get creative to get this information. Get this evidence is what I'm hearing. Yeah, family are going to be the ones that keep this in the spotlight until justice is served. Yeah, thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here today. Let me know down below what you thought. If you know this case better than me, let me know any other questions to ask, and I hope we got a little bit of useful information here today. I really appreciate your energy, and I hope to see and connect with all of you again in the next one. Until then, goodbye, God bless, and let's pray for justice for Sara. Thank you.